Hello friends, how's it going? Today I'm just going to be showing around a devlog that I am putting together for you guys. This is just kind of me getting some community feedback on more visual stuff, I guess, rather than actual gameplay. So in this case, it's the elemental fragments, and I wanted to do a thing where each of the elemental fragments looks a little bit different from one another, and depending on the elements, certain elements have drastically different particle effects, so I'll show you moving forward. This is just the lumen fragment, and it kind of has like circle particles. If we move over to the spirit element, it has more like kind of like dust cloudy particles, more like ghostly, or I guess, I don't know. And then ruby, there's like triangular particles, because it's kind of like it's the regeneration element, and so it's kind of always moving, and I really like how that particle effect turned out. For the next element, there's the gamma element, and this kind of reminds me of like Coughing's kind of poison gas or whatever. That's kind of what inspired me off of it. It's like, I don't know, like a poison gas kind of deal. This is the water element. This is kind of a work in progress right now. I have it as like a just as like the circle one, but I don't know. I've played around with some things. I need to see kind of what would feel good with this element, because it's hard to pull off this kind of like cool water pixels particle effect, so we'll see what I can do. This is probably my favorite one. This is the wind element, and this one has like square particles, and it's like partially transparent. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I think the particle for this one turned out really good. This is the static element, and this is the static particle. I'm also a fan of how this one turned out. I think it works really well with the look. This is the plasma element. I'm really happy with how this one turned out, because I want like certain plasma enemies to kind of have like to give off like hexagonal particle effects, because I think that would look really cool with that kind of style of elements, like because it kind of gives me impressions like volcanic, like, you know, kind of hexagonal shapes. We've got the next one is the dream elements, and this one kind of gives me like cloud vibes. I kind of like this one a lot. Moving forward, we got the light elements, and this one's just a circle for right now. It's kind of complements the lumen elements. And then lastly, we have the darkness elements, and this one's kind of like the same kind of static particle, but in the darker kind of view, and I think it turned out really cool. But anyways, that is pretty much all the elements that I just wanted to show off with the particles and how they kind of look. If you have any feedback, please give some feedback on something I should add to the particles or whatever to it, if there's something that you think would look better for a particular element. I just chose these in particular because I thought I'm kind of brainstormed each of these particles, and I was like, okay, well, this is what I want differently for each of these. That way they can stand out visually in a game that is monochrome and can be hard to stand out from certain points. So I wanted to kind of break the seal for that. But anyways, I wanted to give a big thanks to some of the community members for helping me out with this element system now, because I actually have a debug menu where I can go in, and I can literally I can just select if I have that fragment for that particular element or not, and then I can also go in here and swap around the orders in which I can swap these elements. And so now in this case, if I swap to the left, or to the left, I'll switch to the spirit. If I switch to the right, I'll switch to gamma, and then lumen again. So you can literally switch them however you wish, and I really like how that's set up, because it allows me to more or less just kind of work and debug a little bit easier. I think this will be really good for the player, as in general gameplay, you can play however you wish, whether you want to have a different set of elements that you use more often, or you can swap them out for whatever you wish. So I'm really happy with how that turned out, and I'm also pretty happy with the new UI. But anyways, that's how the game is coming along right now. If you would like to see more, follow for development updates, and check out the community Discord, because we've got some pretty cool people there. And if you ever want to help out with certain parts of development, that is usually where I get my resources from, so come say hi. Anyways, I hope you guys have had a good day, and I will talk to you guys later.